all that the backdrop for bringing on our next guest. We have to tell you behind the scenes, Virginia, where he joins us from as he Skypes in, is kind of like the North Pole this morning. Richard Viguerie is braving the elements in his own home where it's mighty cold. Richard is the author of Takeover, the 100-Year War for the Soul of the GOP and how conservatives can finally win it. Even though it's cold this morning in Northern Virginia, Richard, I know you're red hot about the conduct of Speaker Boehner. What has gotten under your skin the most about the Speaker?
Well, it's what has gotten under the skin of millions of grassroots conservatives that, we don't understand why the small group of Republican leaders have declared war on their voters. I mean, it's crazy. It makes no sense at all. Couldn't imagine the Democrats' leaders in Washington declaring war on their voters, but that's what John Boehner has done here in his leadership team. And, one of Ronald Reagan's many geniuses is that he united all the voting blocs of the Republican Party, the social conservatives, the economic conservatives, the foreign policy conservatives. And he went into battle in 1980 and 1984 with a united party. But here we've got a house divided, and the Bible tells us, Lincoln told us, a house divided cannot stand. And the Republican Party is asking for a serious trouble going into the 2016 election if they if the leadership is declaring war on their voting bloc. It's crazy.
And speaking of elections, some of the file footage we were utilizing featured former Congressman Eric Cantor as part of that leadership team. Did his primary loss not change anything in the minds of the collective Republican leadership in the House?
Apparently not. Apparently they're acting as if nothing has been happening in the last 5 or 6 years with the Tea Party group, with the conservative voters at the grassroots in open rebellion about the expansion of government led by too many Republicans, and they're just tone deaf, and it's very, very sad. It's going to hurt not only the Republican Party but America. We could very well end up with Hillary Clinton as the next president because the Republican leaders are insistent on having it their way instead of working with the grassroots.
In the minute and a half that remains in this segment, Richard, we just saw a few scenes of President Obama in the Oval Office. You talk about Hillary down the road. In the here and now, Mr. Obama may benefit from this disharmony. In your mind, to reunite, at the very least, should Speaker Boehner quit criticizing grassroots groups such as the Tea Party? About 45 seconds to respond, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only does John Boehner criticize him, Mitch McConnell and most of the Republicans in Washington, they regularly are attacking the grassroots. And how crazy is that? And so the Republican Party needs to get their act together and work with their voters. And right now, the voters have seen the actions of the last few months, not only what we saw in the election here this week and the actions of Boehner and his comments, but also the Crominus bill, where the expanded government accepted Obama's budget and and didn't try to wait until they get reinforcements here this month to make cuts. So we just feel that there's been a betrayal of the election results. This was clearly a stop Obama election, and the Republican leaders are acting as if that Obama won the election.
And we're going to have to stop right now, Richard, but we're going to bring you back after the break to talk about the president and Capitol Hill. Stay with us.